Hello family and friends! Welcome back to my next video blog. It's been a little bit of time, so I definitely have a lot to catch you up on. But what I'm going to talk about this time is my trip to Manuel Antonio. And Manuel Antonio is a beach city that's about 4 hours away from here by bus. So this last weekend my friends and I took a trip there. There was about 10 of us in total. So it was really fun and really beautiful, but also quite an adventure. To start off with, we left on Friday in the afternoon and we took the bus. Normally when I'm here in Costa Rica, I don't feel like a really strong need to have air conditioning because there's a nice breeze and everything where I'm staying. However, the place that we were going was a lot hotter than where I'm staying in Costa Rica. So Manuel Antonio, as we got closer and closer to the beaches, the bus got hotter and hotter. And there was actually a thermostat on the bus, and so my friend and I calculated I think it was 40 degrees Celsius, which translates into about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So we were sitting on a 100-degree Fahrenheit bus, and at points there was traffic, so we were at a standstill. And we were very warm, very warm. And I definitely think that would probably be one of the lowlights of the weekend, is that just in general, I couldn't get cool. I was just hot the whole entire weekend, including when I tried to sleep. It was a little more difficult than I'm normally used to because of the heat. Before leaving for Manuel Antonio, a few days before, on maybe Wednesday, we reserved a hostel to stay in for the weekend. Our hostel only cost us, I think it was $12 or $15 for each night, which is a super good deal in my opinion, and it actually included a breakfast. When we woke up in the morning, there was this cute old lady that was cooking breakfast for us, pancakes and bananas and coffee if you wanted it. So that was really nice. It wasn't the nicest place, definitely not a Holiday Inn, but it was a safe and nice enough place for us to rest our heads each night. So the only problem that we encountered was that when we got there, we didn't know where our hostel was, so we were asking around and someone gave us the way to go. And we started to walk that way, and then after a while we realized that that person was just completely wrong. So then we asked someone else, and they led us in a different direction. And so then once we kept walking and walking and we didn't find it, and we were like, okay, so that was wrong. So then we turned back around, and basically, long story short, after asking a good 5 people at least, we ended up finding our hostel. But we learned a couple of things. Number one, people do not like to say no. They want to help you. So even if they're not positive, they still give you advice. So if someone says creo que, which means like I think it's this way, then you probably shouldn't listen. You should ask for 2 or 3 opinions and then listen to them. Because another problem we ran into was that our hostel was called Beach Packers, but there's another hostel called Backpackers, and so to a Spanish speaker, they kind of sound the same. After finally arriving, we actually ended up having a really nice night. We went to this really great restaurant, we walked around, checked out the town, and just sat on the beach, and it was really fun. The next day we woke up and we went to the national park. So not everyone decided to do this, but Manuel Antonio is known for its national park. There's a free beach that you can go to. However, I was told that you can't go to Manuel Antonio and not go to this national park, because what's really cool about it is you walk through like the forest or the jungle and you see monkeys, and I even saw one sloth, which was really exciting, and they're in their natural habitat. But then at the end, all throughout the national park, there's actually a ton of different beautiful, beautiful beaches, some of the most beautiful that I've ever seen. So I got to just spend the day in there and see a lot of really cool things. A couple of other things to note about Manuel Antonio that was really cool is in the national park, the monkeys, when I was on the beach, they actually like came up to my bags that were sitting on the beach and like took stuff out of them. They almost ran away with my stuff, but we caught them in time. So I'd been warned that that would happen, but I didn't really believe anyone when they said that. And then another thing that was really cool is there was people from all over the world. I mean, I met a man from Greece and Germany and Denmark, and people from Canada and all over the world. Like, how cool is that in this place? So it shows that a lot of people really wanted to see this beautiful part of Costa Rica. The next day we headed back to Heredia on the bus, and something that I've definitely realized is that if there is traffic, it really affects the amount of time it takes to get somewhere, because it took a little bit longer on the way back to get back to Heredia. But another thing is that I'm very thankful for the Zane family, because you guys are very friendly and like talking to new people. And because of this, I've had great conversations, for example, someone I was sitting next to on the bus, and people in taxis, or just different locals, and I learn different things from them and get to hear about what they love about Costa Rica and try new foods. And I don't mind starting up a conversation with a stranger. And some people, maybe they're not as comfortable doing that, but as my Spanish skills have become more confident with my Spanish skills, I felt more comfortable doing this, just like I would have felt like I was able to do that in the United States. Alright, well, that's all for now about Manuel Antonio, but hopefully I'll have another blog coming to you soon about my newest adventures. I love you all very much. Thanks for watching, and pura vida.